Okay, so what we're going to look at is we're going to look at body triangle defense. That's what everyone's using at the moment. Body triangle. Alright, it's not a nice place to be, especially if you've got your seatbelt in and stuff. You're really locked in here. It's being used a lot at the moment. And I know 3 or 4 escapes from the body triangle, so I'm going to take you through them. Normally when they take the body triangle, he wants to get me on the side where his ankle is up. He wants him to get me here with the choking arm in place. So what I'm going to do, my first one's pretty simple and straightforward. It's very difficult against someone who's strong and good, but literally all I'm going to do is I'm just going to swing this leg underneath this leg and turn my hip. Right, he can squeeze that body triangle as much as he wants now, and I can get my shoulder to the ground and I can start making my way out of this position. Alright, it's pretty unlikely it's going to be that easy, because if he hosses that on and I try and do that, it's not easy, okay? But it's a place to try. It's the first thing I try. So he goes on with it, and it's not a mega tight one. I can just swing my leg behind that leg. If I can get it behind this heel, if I can get my hip behind this heel, then that body triangle is really not there anymore, okay? And as long as I'm defending this one nicely and I can get my shoulders to the floor, I can start to work my way out from the body triangle. You'll probably get to mount, but at least I'm not being body triangle. I need to watch the side choke here. Alright, number 2, he puts the body triangle on. Oh god, it's a really tight body triangle. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want to unhook the body triangle. I'm not going to leg lock him straight off the bat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him over to this side. As easy as that. Okay, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this leg underneath that one, and I try and step on this ankle if I can. Don't need to step on this ankle, I just need to have some kind of base. My hip is against his ankle, he's already feeling a bit of stress on it. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push with my knee and try and hook him behind the back of this ankle. Yeah, you might have to pull your legs in all the time fighting to not get choked. Once I'm in here, I can start to pop this open. Start to drive my hips down. Again, I've done the difficult bit, which is popping the body triangle, slide my back onto the ground. Number 3 is the leg lock that Graham says work that I don't think does. This doesn't work on me. Nothing works on Graham, but apparently this does. Okay, so it doesn't really matter where I attack this from. I'm literally just going to hook my leg over the top of his knee. Once I hook my leg over the top of his knee, I'm going to put Graham flat on his back as I just push that into the ground. Okay, as long as I can squeeze on that, I can apply it. See, it's not working. Alright, yeah, so I do think this is a bit of hocker shit. It doesn't really work too much. Alright, but apparently some people believe it does work. Yeah. I'll go pressure here. He'll take that leg out. That normally allows me to get my heel and my hip past this foot. I don't think I've ever tapped anybody with that. It is a move. Maybe I'm just shit at it. I don't know. Okay, the 4th one is really old school. Alright, old school things are the best at the end of the day. I know, because I'm old school. So, what I'm going to do is I still need to get him from the choking side to the ankle side. So I need to somehow drive myself over here and get my body to this point. Once I get my body to this point, it doesn't really matter how tight this is. I'm going to try and drive my head to the floor. It's normally difficult because he'll keep his head in the way, so it's difficult for me to get my head to the floor. Alright, I need to keep this shoulder high. I need to bring my head down to my shoulder in order to pass that. Look what I do, I push his head up with my shoulder. Alright, all the time, being careful not to get side choked. Push his head up with my shoulder. I'm going to bring my chin forward so my ear goes on my shoulder. Now if he tries to keep his head underneath my head, it doesn't work. Okay, so first of all I'm here, he's stopping me getting my head to the floor. I lift my shoulder and drive my chin down. Alright, I have to stop defending the choke. Once I'm here, I'm going to try and turn more, even if this is tight. I'm going to try and get this shoulder to the floor. This is going to base out on the floor. This foot here is now pretty firmly locked, and he'll be holding it as tight as hell, hopefully going to take my back. So, I know at this point the choke has gone. So what I need to do is put both hands on his knee, alright? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my back that way as I push his knee in that direction. And I get the tap. It's a little heel hooky type thing that he's doing himself. At the very worst, what's going to happen is as soon as he feels that, he'll let go. Yeah, because it hurts. So I'll probably get my mount taken again. There are ways we could keep it there, so I can hook my toes in behind the knee. But normally they're holding so tight that they actually let you get the full extension on the knee. And the more I drive myself in that direction, like, don't bridge, put your weight on your shoulders. If you bridge, I'm giving him space to retake my back. Okay, so I keep my weight on my shoulders. I'm going to push that knee away as I drive. Okay, it's a real soaring. At the best, what's going to happen is he's going to pop his legs open. Right, from here, and drive my way to the floor. So, yeah, it's a really good way of ending the body triangles. Number 1, hip out behind the heel. Number 2 was the turning them over, unhooking the legs. Number 3 was the leg lock that doesn't work, that works sometimes on people that it works on. And number 4 was separating the knee once you've got your shoulder to the floor. Work with them, play with them, it's good fun.